pontificating about how the Giants season is going to go. If I were to say to you that NewJersey.com has a headline after week 4 that says, Daniel Jones is the real deal, which they do, we'd be like, oh my God, they're 3-1. They're on fire. They're not.
Is that for real?
It's a real headline. Daniel Jones is the real deal. They can win with this guy. He's winning everybody over. He has been so quietly good, and I really mean that. I've given this guy a lot of guff. I've busted his chops a lot. He's been really good. If I were to tell you that he averages less than a turnover per game, that he has thrown 1 interception, like, all of it comes up like, damn, Daniel Jones is doing his job. We thought it was going to be all these Kyle Rudolphs and John Rosses and Sterling. No. Like, Daniel Jones is good. And I'm telling you, like, it feels great to even say because of how much he gets made fun of. A lot of times by me, if they can get behind Daniel Jones, not Saquon or anybody else, they can win this game. I'm telling you, he's been that good.
He's one of their best playmakers.
Yeah.
He uses his legs, too. But what I saw against the Saints was something special. And it happened with 7 minutes left in the game. It's like, let's use Saquon in a way that might not be the traditional 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Let's put Saquon out wide. And that was something that was different from the Giants. The Saquon pass play, which really kickstarted this comeback win, was so symbolic of what the Giants should be doing. We watched the Chiefs and the Cardinals and the Chargers with all their exotic offense. They've got as good a playmakers as anybody. That was the Saquon play. How about the Tony play, where suddenly you see Kadarius Toney in this game, and you're like, all right, this guy can make some moves. Look at this play. I showed it earlier in the show. This is like his first touch as an NFL player. And he does it. It's like, what? How do you get these guys the ball in space?
Jason Garrett getting these guys the ball?
It's the problem. What do we do? How do you get these guys? That is what they need to do. The Cowboys' defense has been really stout. They have. And Trayvon Diggs has been excellent. You have playmakers on this offense.
You don't see this very often, what you're saying.
You don't. No. And then there's this. Why not use him out of the pocket once in a while? He's got leg. I know he isn't Kyler or Lamar, but Daniel Jones can run. This one was called back. There's a penalty, whatever, but
he
it
runs
just
like Josh Allen.
He does.
Yeah. No, he does not run like Josh
Mike, yes, he does.
Get the hell out of here, man. That's one play. He does not run like Josh Allen. I'm not saying he's not athletic.
Not as physical as Josh Allen?
He's just not as physical. Josh Allen's a different beast when he's running the football. I'm not saying Daniel Jones doesn't have that athletic ability, but to me, this offense and this team still has to get around Saquon Barkley. Saquon still, to me, has to be the focal point. Yes, Daniel Jones can make the throws. We knew that previous to this season that he can make every throw. The issue was not turning the ball over. The issue was not turning the ball over in critical situations. That was always Daniel Jones' issue. I love the fact that he can throw the ball. He has arm talent. We knew that. We saw in the last couple of years he could run the football, but this offense still has to revolve around that guy, Saquon Barkley. And I think last week he showed people, hey, man, yeah, I'm starting to get my confidence back. I mean, this play right here represents what Saquon Barkley can do. And Jason Garrett, Daniel Jones, everybody on the offensive side of the ball needs to make sure they're getting him the ball in space. Again, Daniel Jones is playing well, but I don't think he should be the focal point of this offense. He should be a complementary piece to the run game or a complementary piece to making sure Saquon is explosive.
But there's still the guy pushing the buttons, right? So like I used to play Punch-Out with my brother all the time, and like you have to hit the right button at the right time, and I would get good at it and then not do it for a week, and then I would suck again. And I'd be like, why can't I build off of what I did? I just had it last week, so I'm going to credit Jason Garrett because I like seeing a deep, go to Kenny Golladay, let Kadarius Toney be involved in the short passing game and do what he can to make plays and gain yards. Line Saquon Barkley up as wide receiver. I will give Jason Garrett a lot of credit here. Deep strike to John Ross, all of that. Getting all these guys involved. He pressed all the right buttons. He knew when to punch, and he did it. So, to me, what I saw in the second half, Kyle, just, like, carry that over. Like, take what worked and do it again. Like, don't get cute. Don't forget about, I don't even know. Don't get away from this. This is all I need to see from them.
Thing is, Piston Honda's eyebrows go up when he's about to punch, and you got to learn from that. Adams, I bet you it would piss you off to lose to Soda Popinski in particular, given the household and the way you grew up. I mean, you don't want to lose to Popinski.
I didn't lose to Popinski. What do it? You know what I mean? Stay creative against Dallas. It was a huge, to me, a huge win for Jason Garrett. Do you guys think he's like emotionally charged going back to Dallas?
Hell yes, absolutely. I don't think we're talking about it enough.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, he was fired. He was a coach of the year in Dallas, and now everyone says, can he coordinate offense? Yeah, I think it's a big deal.
They went back there last year, and Michael Gallup just killed him on those toe touches, those toe taps. Michael Gallup, and it was a heartbreaking loss for the Giants in Dallas.
Here we go. That's our guy looking like Barry Sanders in the open field on lean protein. That is a beautiful horn of plenty of beef jerky. Presented by our friends at Old Trapper. Peter, do that again. One more time. Yeah. Let's get to What's Your Beef, presented by Old Trapper, where we just get into something that's grinding our gears that we have a beef with. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to like this one. Kind of all relatable. My beef today is with the continued needling and mocking of the LA Chargers for failing to have the loudest, biggest, most raucous fan base in football. And I've done it myself. I did it for years. This is a self-beef. Here's the deal. The team decides to move from San Diego to Los Angeles. Some fans are very upset. They played in this tiny little amphitheater for a while. It was a little bit strange. Jokes were made. And it's tough because they moved just far enough away where it was a pain for Chargers fans down in San Diego to drive up to games. And more importantly, they moved to LA, where a lot of the OG fans are already built to dislike everything San Diego, but certainly the Chargers, who were longtime rivals of the LA Raiders. It's a tough move. And it's going to be especially tough when you have this amazing new stadium and the Raiders come to your town, in your house. It's on national TV, on ESPN, and it looks and sounds like this.
Tell me again who's the home team here tonight. I see the giant bolt in the middle of the field, but when the Raiders came out, wow. Exactly.
Raiders are saying we were here first. They have showed up tonight. Now these fans travel as well as anybody, man. I don't think I've ever called a football game where both quarterbacks are having to deal with the Cowboys.
And our friends at Vivid Seats said there'd be 75% Raider fans, and you can hear them now. 2nd and 10. Herbert threw it, and it's knocked down.
These Raider fans are back in this game on a big 3rd down.
That's at home.
That's crazy.
That's at home.
Chargers won that game by 2 touchdowns. Chargers went up that game by 3 touchdowns.
That's right.
So you can bring all the Darth Maul masks and Darth Vader and Darth this, Darth that. The Raiders got spanked. And I think it's a huge credit to the Chargers. I give so much respect to the players and the coaches who did not move the team. It cannot be fun to do that, to go out in your home stadium and look up and see all that silver and black. It's probably kind of a bit of a come down, and especially Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, 23 years old, had a massive, raucous college atmosphere at Autzen Stadium in Oregon. Imagine you win a home game on national TV against your own rival, and you were great, and right afterwards, you have to answer questions like this.
We're so thankful for the Chargers fans that showed up. But, you know, I think it's a great opportunity to go out there and play a really good football team.
Does it help to push your helmet against your ears?
It's covering your ears so you can hear the microphone in your helmet.
So it does help?
Yes.
Yes, it helps to hold your ears. Yes, when you play. Guys, here's my take, and then I want your reaction. Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe the Chargers are being bred to be tough and to not need a home field advantage. Maybe they are the mentally toughest team around. No huge fan support. No real home field advantage. Screw it. We'll do it ourselves. That's fine. You move the team, we will move the chains. And maybe that's why they can go into Arrowhead and they can go across the country and win at Washington, because they are that tough. Road teams are 33 and 31 this year. Being able to win on the road has never been more important, never been more critical, and I don't think there is a team that is designed to do it more than the team that plays on the road every single week. They're winning fans over, but for right now, they're tough as hell, and I'm tired of making fun of them. I will do it no more, and I hope everybody joins me.
Great job, KB.
Thank you.
I totally agree with you, man. I do think that's a thing, and it's making this Los Angeles Chargers team battle tested. That's what it's doing. At the end of the day, the Chargers team has to win. They want to get fans back on their side and not necessarily have an away game every single week. They just got to win. I think they have a great quarterback to do it. I think they have the defense to do it. They just got to go out there and win those games, guys.
That's fine. I am optimistic. Like, I get your beef. I think we are going to see more people in LA, in California, nationwide start supporting this team. I was with, Foxborough, there's only one way. Even with Tommy there, nobody's wearing a Tommy 12 jersey of the Buccaneers variety. And I'm sitting there, and there's a kid there's like a 12-year-old kid. His mom asked me to take a picture. His mom's decked out in Patriots gear. He's wearing a Herbert jersey. And I'm like, what? And it's the only jersey of anything else that I saw. And I was like, what's your story? And he's like, I just loved what he's a 12-year-old kid, what I did last year. And I was like, this is awesome. I didn't see any Ravens jerseys. I didn't see any Browns jerseys, but this one kid was rocking a Justin Herbert. So I think people in LA will start showing up for them, and soon. Why not? It's a young team. It's an exciting team. They're young, talented. They're good. They're a good team.
Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle, but to your point, like, you can build it. You're there. Like, now, be the best team in football. Winning helps. Like, you do this. You stack these wins. People come. It couldn't have been more of a starker contrast from last week against Tampa, when the Rams had every celebrity you could ever imagine wearing Rams gear, and it's a big thing. It's a Hollywood event. And then you go to the Chargers the next week on Monday Night Football, and it's all Raiders fans. There's not a celebrity to be found that's wearing Chargers gear. It's going to take a while. Remember, the Rams were in L.A. for many years. The Raiders were in L.A. for many years.
Yeah.
Chargers have no roots in L.A. If anything, Kyle, like you mentioned, they were the enemy in L.A. for close to 4 decades. So you can't just plop a team down here and expect it to happen overnight. Question is, does winning lead to that fan base turning their allegiances from Raiders, the Chargers, or Steelers, or Cowboys? LA's a transient place.
Yeah.
Do they make new fans? And maybe it's that generation. It's the young fan that says, I grew up watching Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
I grew up watching Derwin James. It might not be Mike Tyson and Jason Sudeikis. It might be the 12 and 13-year-old kids, and that's the hope.
It's what, you know, for that first quarter, or the first half of that game, 3 touchdowns, close to 200 yards is kind of all it takes if you're an impressionable. Like, get on TikTok, Justin Herbert. You'll have everybody eating out of the palm of your hand. I do have beef, I'll tell you. Triggs, do you have beef, like I do, with fans like Chargers fans? Not really, because they like everybody to like them, but like the Cardinals. They're this, like, nobody talked about them, and now people are talking. They're number one in the power.
No, puff your chest.
But no,
Come out.
Come out and say what?
The Cardinals fans, I like it. Be out there. Puff your chest.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they're like, don't like us now.
Like
jump off our
I have
bandwagon?
beef with that. With like, don't get on our bandwagon now. Like,
we had Max Hall at quarterback. Where
They're
were
like,
you?
Dan Hanses, where were you? I don't like that. I think I have beef with that. Like, you worked and are doing good. Just enjoy it. Stop being a brat.
In a universal duality, you have to have that negative to bring out the best thing. That's all people. That's all the fans want. They want the hate so that they can
Tribalism.
Exactly.
Is that right?
Come on,
Yes.
I took the word out of my mouth.
Let's go. Hear what he said. Puff your chest. Let's go.
I want